All right, boys. How we doing? Welcome back. We are back for the second time in like how many days? Is this
Three.
two and
It's like a
wait?
NCAA tournament weekend for us, boys. We got Saturday or Sunday afternoon and a Monday night.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. We're cooking. We've always said we are fair weather podcasters, meaning when the Hawks started sucking, we stopped recording.
Mm.
And I have new life. I have new life. I'm back in on this podcast. I'm back in on the Hawks, and I am very much back in on Darren Peterson. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. We've got to talk about what I would say is the most vintage KU road win we've had in years. And AB, not to brag, me and you both have predicted this on separate pods, and
Sure.
AB turn, I'm sure you have as well, but. Also, I will be. I've got a Baja Blast situation to discuss later in the show. There will be a Baja Blast drink, but there's a story that goes along with the Baja Blast fiasco. So, but before we get to that, we got to talk about last night. We got to talk about Darren Peterson, this Kansas team. What a wild 3 days, and I don't know about you guys. I went in yesterday thinking, you know what? I'm okay. We're going to lose this game. It's okay. I'm not going to be upset about it. And then Christian Anderson's out, not starting, not playing. And it's all of a sudden like, whoa, we actually really have an opportunity here and we need to win. I wasn't sure if we were going to pull it off. So I don't know. I'll stop talking. Throw it to one of you guys. How are you guys feeling? How did you feel about last night? And just overall on the Hawks.
Feeling great. It was a pretty weird, stressful game. Couldn't really get anything going offensively. Obviously, yeah, Christian being out was massive. Didn't really have any idea that he was going to be out. And then there's so many guys we could talk about on our team, but just the job Flory's done defensively the last two nights is just, out of this world. Against Dybonta on Saturday, he was silent the whole night. And then last night, JT Toppin is averaging 22 and 11 this year, and they hold him to 5 for 18 from the floor, which I was just looking, that's his lowest field goal percentage in a game since like last November against Northern Colorado in like a blowout win. So the job he did against, I know he got into foul trouble early, but he still ended up playing 30 minutes for Tech, and they held him to 10 and 6. Probably, at least one of the best players in the Big 12. And just, we talked about it last episode. It's nice having a team that's going to compete every night and give you a chance to win. And they just don't quit. They're down 10 against Tech. Tech's just firing threes. They attempted 40 of them last night. We only took 20. They took 72 field goal attempts to our 53. Like, it just felt like with how many threes they were firing, and you build a double-digit lead. I honestly didn't think they would find a way to win once they were down 10, but Melvin got clutch buckets, hit a couple timely threes, hit a couple timely runners. And, DP's 2 threes are going to be 2 moments that we talk about for a long time. Like when Darren Peterson gets brought up in the NBA at the next level, we're always going to look back to those shots, and they'll be on the intro videos and stuff. But it's funny because the first 3 he hits, he hesitates, he's fading away. And like, think about it. If he misses that shot, what are the odds we win that game? I know you're only down 1 possession, but there's a little over a minute left. It's like what it took 30 seconds off the shot clock. Like, what our fans be saying. He toughed it out and played a season high in minutes, but I feel like people would have kind of been on DP's ass, especially after the chance from Tech fans. You miss that fadeaway. Ends the night with probably 13 points and ends up going. He was 3 for 12 from the floor before he hit those 2 threes. So he had a tough night, and a lot of people thought he would respond and go nuts in the second half, which he didn't until late.
Yeah. I think we got to talk a lot about DP because that was a wild range of like. Yeah, I definitely think people were getting kind of frustrated with him. I was getting frustrated with him, and in the game just didn't feel like he was hunting his shot. Also didn't feel like we were getting him shots. But before we get into that, AB, I want to kick it to you because you were a little fired up on Saturday or Sunday, whenever we recorded. You're a guy that tends to get a little fired up on a variety of topics, specifically Peterson. Really, I don't know, almost his Kansas team as a whole. You didn't like the fatigue that Bill Self talked about. So just be curious on how you're feeling. Pretty impressive to turn around, hop on a plane, fly to Lubbock the day after that game in BYU and respond and win the way they did. So where is Anthony Backs at mentally with basketball Jam?
I texted people yesterday morning and said we're going to win. I don't know what came above me yesterday morning, because going into that, I had no belief that we were going to win that game. I texted our guy Toad on Saturday night and said, you're going to play alt line tech -9.5, because it just felt like a horrible spot. We weren't going to win. And I didn't expect to see DP play 35 minutes. So maybe we're turning a corner. That would be sweet if we are. I would like to say, I was dramatic on Sunday, but I wasn't alone. Like, this was national talk. People like Parrish and Norlander tore him a new asshole and was like, it just looks like you don't care, is what they were saying. So, like, the talk was further than the Ain't No Seats podcast. And, but it was good to see him play 35 minutes. Hopefully we see that going forward, because I think we all agree that if we want to reach the heights that we think we can, he's going to have to be the big part of it. But yeah, it was nice to see that like actually come to light for the first time. The shots weren't falling and he wasn't being super aggressive, but I thought he played all right. Like, the shots just aren't going to fall sometimes. It is what it is.
I didn't like get a great whistle either.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, no one did, but we can talk about that. Fine with it. Completely fine with it. There were some calls where I'm like, what are we doing? Bryson got absolutely tackled late in the second half, and they just were like, no, we're good. But at the end of the day, I'd rather them let some things go than call every single ticky-tack foul in the world. So it is what it is. But,
and you know what I love about it, AB, is it turns out that you indeed can get a bad whistle on the road and still win the basketball games, contrary to what every other Big 12 fan base said for 15 years about Allen Fieldhouse. The refs were bad, but at the end of the day, Peterson was getting beat up a little bit. You could tell he was frustrated. He was kind of arguing with what's the ref? He's kind of a new guy. Kip
Kissinger?
Is Kip Kissinger the ref's name?
That's definitely a ref's name. I don't know if it was
He's becoming like a Doug Sermons. Yeah, but he's like kind of becoming a look at me guy. And maybe it's just that he's the one looking in the microphone. But
I missed our guy. I can't even remember his name, but it felt like he did every KU game like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Not Higgins.
Oh, bring him back, baby. Man.
Yeah.
I saw
Sermons is the ultimate look at me guy.
Higgins and Sermons.
The tweet of the night was a Texas Tech fan saying, it's so brutal when we have Fran during KU games, as if Fran loves the Jayhawks. And the comments were just like, you haven't watched Fran call a KU game before.
They must think he loves them because he just calls every game.
Yeah, he chooses it. Like he wins a lottery and chooses all KU games. But
I mean, Bryson was getting like tackled and mauled, and
there was one that was insane.
I forget who threw the lob, but it was in the first half. They threw one to Flory, and Flory got like completely pushed out of the. It might have been Toppin who had 3 fouls. Which
Fran was like, you just can't call a third foul on top in there. I like him. I was like, why not?
It has to be a crime. Yeah.
Vincent Council Jr. And Vincent Council Jr. He's tough. I'm telling you.
Fran was locked in.
Toppin, I think he committed 12 fouls.
Yeah.
Without question.
But I mean, we got to talk about the Darren Peterson saga last night. Well, not even I want to start in the first half where he obviously gets the chant and the he's a P word chant. And AB, by the way, watch your language. YouTube gets mad at us for bad language. Don't forget about that.
Remember?
Do they? Yes.
Remember last episode before we started, we said someone on the team needed to call him that.
Well,
and it came from Tech fans. That was bold.
Very bold.
Dude.
I was fine with it because college kids and chants are going to happen. But at the end of the day, you got to back it up. And unfortunately, they didn't. But it was the same feeling I got when KU fans were chanting overrated to Devonsa with like 18 minutes to go. I'm like, what are we doing, guys? Let's hold the slow the roll. And overrated, I tweeted this
always
too.
cringe.
The dumbest thing in the world. Truly
Yeah.
the dumbest. It's like what we're no credit to your defense for slowing him down.
Yeah.
Calling Flory overrated. It's crazy.
But yeah, I mean the chant thing was
He's
such
a P word.
Yeah, and it was loud, and you could tell that he kind of he knew it. Like I think he even kind of like someone said he like mouthed something or bobbed his head at the free throw line. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, but like I think it's obviously you sit there and you're like, man, that's crazy. Why are they doing that? But also at the end of the day, like this is what. Whether or not this has been him being overly cautious, whether I don't think it's load management because I don't think he would have played 35 minutes. Either way, like this comes with the territory of what has transpired this year. And so I was very, very intrigued to see how he would handle it. And at first I was a little worried because the first 18 minutes of the second half. Now I will say this, I'm not a great ball knower, but I felt like Tech did do a really good job on him. Like they guarded him well. I was just getting a little frustrated that, well, one, love our guy Bryson Tiller, but boy, does it not need to be the Bryson Tiller show late in the final minutes.
That shot with 2 minutes to go made me almost hit the power off button.
Down crazy. 3, multiple possessions, and he takes like 2 shots.
And I'm just like, I mean, Peterson he's getting a touch, he's passing it, and the ball's not even coming close to getting back to him. And Philip, no, have not drank the Baja Blast. We will get to that here in a bit.
That water.
So, yeah, I was getting frustrated with Peterson, and I was getting frustrated with the staff. Like, and this is where it's like I'm just such a dummy. I'm like, well, why can't we just get Peterson more shots? I'm sure we were trying to get him open, but it didn't feel like until that play. The 3 you're talking about, B-turn in the corner, that was just absurd. The difficulty of that shot.
For him.
They ran something for him, and it worked. And I just felt like we weren't doing enough of that. But then they did, and it won us the game. So maybe I'm just an idiot. But, yeah, that was incredible to see. Been a while since
I don't know how he made that first one.
No. But, like, before those
fadeaway 3.
0 for 2 in the second half?
He didn't make a field goal, in the second half until that.
But I think he only attempted 2 or 3. It was crazy. And I can't remember. One of you guys said this. We have a former NBA head coach on staff, and we couldn't figure out a way to get an ISO to DP just once.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, all right, Jock Vaughn, you coached KD, you coached Kyrie Irving.
ISO King Harden, didn't he?
Now is the time to let's go deep in that bag, Jock, and let's see something that gets DP going. But Fran tweeted today that he saw them. He was at the practice where they put this DP play in, which I don't know. I feel like we've ran sets like that for other guys before.
I mean, yeah, it was a flare screen. That's a pretty common. It's not like a super complex play, but
yeah.
One play I'd like to see run every time we have the ball is that pick and roll with Bryson and Flory. That's fun.
That was beautiful.
Every time we have the ball.
Dude,
that was a big spot in the game, too. I think we were down, 5 points?
Yep.
2 possessions at least. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So someone said Atwell's a good defender. Yeah, from UNC Greensboro transfer, which that dude is unconscious from deep. And I was getting so triggered when they were leaving him open. He was like, I was looking before the game. He was like 12 for 21 from 3 of the last 3 games or some stupid shit like that. But he cannot miss, and they were firing him, and we couldn't get any open looks. How'd you guys feel, I guess, going into half? You had Anderson who didn't play, Toppin who was in foul trouble, and we had a lead, but it felt like we needed to build a bigger lead.
Yeah, I felt good with like 2 minutes left in the first half when we're up by 5 with the ball, and then we just kind of like shut down and Tech. What was the score? Were we up by 2?
We were up 3.
We had a chance to really extend it, and then we just
6. Kind of. Jamari couldn't find the ball.
Yeah, when they missed Flory swats the ball.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Flory swats it. Jamari doesn't see it, and then it leads to them getting a wide open 3. So it was like a 5 to 6 point swing. But yeah, B-turn, I was frustrated because I was like, this felt like we had a huge opportunity. Tech is clanking everything, and it just sucked. Like we didn't take advantage. And then here's where like you start, AB, we always say like, God, it's Allen Fieldhouse. So like when we have two really good games, it's like, man, it's still Allen Fieldhouse. When we went down 10 and Bill, a little late on the timeout, I thought, but obviously easy to say in hindsight. But like, I remember sitting there being like, oh God, like here we go again. We're just going to be a team that's really good at Allen Fieldhouse and struggles on the road. And we were down 10. And that was the moment where last year's team would have completely rolled over and quit. And instead, I think we held them to like 4 points the rest of the way. The final like 7 minutes, somebody that probably has a more accurate stat on that. I'm pretty sure it
was 57-47, and we won 64-61. I think that's a 17-4 run by my quick mental math.
And that is just...
I think they went 6 minutes without a field goal at some point, didn't they?
Yep.
Boy, and they had some that were the Papa shot would have counted as a make, but unfortunately did not go in for them.
Yeah, and that's where it's like it's such a vintage self road win, because not only do you have the aspect that we are down 10 and we just lock in defensively and take over the game late, we make all the bigger plays. We don't quite get all the loose balls. We'll have to talk about Trey White here in a little bit.
God.
But it was just the other thing that I loved is they attempted 43s and made 12 of them, and we made like 3. And that's Bill Self was probably obsessed with this box score looking at it, because like he's gonna, as frustrating as it was to watch us just let them shoot wide open threes time and time again, that is what Bill Self will die by. And it worked, I guess. And,
it really was vintage.
Yeah, we were 4 for 18 from 3 until DP's too late, so we ended up 6 for 20.
Oh wow, okay, so. I guess
like
we
30%.
But 4 for 18 with, 39 minutes into it. Oh, great.
No.
Yep.
Now, I want to ask this question. How close were you guys to melting down, both personally, to friends, and to Twitter, and this podcast even, when there's 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, and we're down by 6 or 8 or whatever the hell it was, and Cole Rosario's on the court, and I can't even think about it. Jaden Dawson's on the court, and Darren Peterson's on the bench for the last few minutes. I think the whole fan base muttered to themselves, "Oh my God, is he done again?" With 12 minutes ago, is he done again?
I thought he was.
Would we have been? I don't think it would have been shocking. Like,
no, it wouldn't have been. That's kind of what I expected. I was pretty mad, knowing that I just kind of assumed what was going to happen the rest of the way, and obviously it didn't turn out that way, but. With those two guys, because that was the first minutes Dawson had played all game. And Cole, it was the first minutes he had played in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, hand up. I tweeted, I think I said, I think Peterson's done or something like that. Because in what planet are Rosario and Dawson on the court together? It just made no sense. And I'm not convinced DP was hinting. I don't know. Like, I had a buddy that was at the game that said during the timeout after he had gone out, he was like holding those little thigh pads or whatever you call them that he's always got. So, yeah, I thought for sure he was done. But my goodness, did he not come back and completely shut up those Texas Tech fans? The background images of these shots of these kids with their just so many guys like this. Like, it's like,
the ball left his hands.
Yes. It was incredible. And actually, I think it's a good time, boys. So he played 35 minutes. He finished the game. And I don't even know, how did we get to the point where I said I'd drink a Baja Blast if Peterson played?
We gave you too much shit for saying you'd only do it if we made the Final Four. So we lowered the expectations.
That's just terrible.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing, folks. Time to lock in and talk a little bit about the Baja Blast. So I went to Taco Bell tonight, and I don't know if you've ever been to the Topeka Taco Bell. Not the smoothest, best ran business you'll ever gonna see. So, I text my wife today, and I'm like, "Hey, here's a weird thing, but I gotta go get a Baja Blast tonight. I promised the chat I would drink a Baja Blast, and so we gotta eat Taco Bell tonight."
Here's a weird thing.
Yeah,
Kinda
she
odd.
thought
Hey,
she thought
Ben.
it was funny. So I roll. So I'm prepared. I order on the app. I get the Baja Blast. I make sure I get the right Baja Blast. Submit it ahead of time. Show up to Taco Bell. It's like 6:45. This place is crawling. I mean, you can't move slower than this place. I sit in this line for 30 minutes waiting just to get my damn Baja Blast. And we get to the window, and the lady opens the window and says, "Sir, I'm so sorry. We're out of Baja Blast." And I said, "Well, lady, I gotta have a Baja Blast. Like, what? Are there any other kinds of Baja Blast?" And so, people think I'm lying.
Lady,
And she said,
I gotta have it.
we have midnight Baja Blast. So
I gotta know if anyone's had one because I've heard great reviews.
So does anyone? This has John F. Look, it's here.
Yeah.
Why would I have a midnight Baja Blast and be lying, people? Jack Perry.
He could
Why
have
would
just
I be
got the
lying?
Baja.
I have a Baja Blast. It's just
Nope.
a
Well,
midnight
can't count it.
version.
Here's the
I
thing.
said-
The thing that bothers me, and I'm sure bothers the chat as well, is that you're asking what's the difference between a Baja Blast and the Baja Blast Midnight, not even saying they're different colors, there's different fruit. That's like saying, what's the difference between apple juice and orange juice? They're different drinks. They're both juice. They're both made by Minute Maid, but they're different juices.
Okay, but I think this has every ingredient of a Baja Blast. It just has an extra
Passion
like
fruit, I believe, is what
passion
it was.
fruit.
Sure.
Is this the world telling us that we're going to the Final Four?
Maybe
pushing
that's
this
them
back.
being like, don't waste the Baja Blast now.
They want you to have it in April.
Yeah, like Taco Bell's.
AB, what about a gas station Baja Blast?
Well, incorrect.
That's not the
wrong.
good stuff.
No, yeah, I get the good stuff, the real stuff, baby.
What's the difference between red dye
So-
and blue dye?
So you have never had any other version of the Baja Blast? Like that's just
No.
not a thing. People in chat, you guys haven't had the other Baja Blast. Not the
Here's
midnight.
the thing. I haven't had a Baja Blast in general in probably a decade. But
What? What?
but I can say I've had one. And it's real good.
You really think it's been 10 years since you've had a Baja Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the debacle. Topeka Taco Bell disaster. But
So,
so
we're just gonna do it another time, or
I'm gonna try it. I gotta try it. I have
But
it here.
for the
but-
record, it
I
does
have
not
it here.
count.
well,
We're gonna have
lady,
to run back the light blue one at some point.
well, lady, I need
mean,
a Baja
I
Blast.
need it. What do you
I
want?
ordered it. I ordered it ahead of time. Why does the app not say it's out? That's insane.
That's poor inventory by the old Topeka.
At least all of Topeka knows about Baja Blast, and not you.
Yeah.
Or
All right.
Taco
Well,
Bell,
we're
for that
gonna
matter.
we're gonna give it a try. It has nothing to do with the original Baja Blast. I guess this is just.
This is
juice,
like when
but-
KU plays Fort Hays State. We can act like it's a real game and get excited, but we're just at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's certainly good. It's. I would drink it again. What if I just become a diehard midnight Baja Blast guy?
Just ride for it, baby.
So,
He needs
Beecher,
to-
you've had a Baja Blast?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Wow. I don't.
probably hundreds of them.
Wow. Yeah. Well, here's the problem, folks. I don't know how I'm ever gonna sit in that Taco Bell line ever again. It was outrageous.
Surely you'll leave Topeka at least once in your life.
Well, what am I gonna do?
John,
I gotta do it.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, but I gotta do it on the pod.
Yeah.
Croak is the guideline. All right.
Hold on.
Well,
Is it? Hold on.
wait, Grok. My bad, Grok. It's Grok.
Okay. All right. No, I had to make sure. No. I wasn't even gonna like call you out. I was gonna simply ask, are we having another GIF conversation in here? And it was just gonna like because I called it Grok the entire time.
I don't think I've ever said it out loud. That was the first time.
Yeah,
I ever
how
said
is there only one Taco Bell in all of Topeka?
That's
There
pretty wild.
might be a second Taco Bell, but it's like
Go.
way across town. Yeah. Not going there. So,
lady,
Just
it was like,
what do you think this is?
Yeah, I didn't know how to explain, lady. I gotta drink this on the podcast in an hour, so you better whip up another batch.
3.
3. Well, they're all separate sections of the town. All right, I'm not going. I got a newborn at home. I'm not going 30 minutes out of my way to get a Baja Blast.
Well, here's the thing, Ryan. If you would have gone to another one, maybe the other one wouldn't have made you wait half an hour, and you would have actually spent less time driving across town.
No, I think they're all like that.
It was crawling.
Okay, well, enough Baja Blast talk.
Never.
National champs.
Okay, I think we do need to have like a serious conversation about, are we gonna start getting our hopes up for a legit? I'm gonna start a Final Four run. I think obviously you get to the Final Four, anything can happen, but like, are we getting to the point? I was looking, like, our resume is actually now incredible.
Most
quality
wins in the league.
Yeah, since the West Virginia game, we are, I think, the 4th best team in the country according to Torvik. So like, we're playing really well. We beat really good teams. We've blown out really good teams. So I don't know. Like, is it totally fair to be like, yeah, we are officially getting our hopes up to make a Final Four run?
I am, for sure. And I think, take care of business Saturday. You find a way to beat 23-0 Arizona. Are you sitting on the 2 line at that moment? The moment you beat Arizona?
I would think. Got to be
I think
top
if
5.
you're-
I think, well, we got to go to Iowa State that next Saturday, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah. What a gauntlet of a week.
But just if you're a 1 or 2 seed in the tournament, you got to have your hopes all the way up. I don't see. And we talked about it. This team just competes and they have a bunch of dogs. And last night was a prime example of what Darren Peterson can do.
Yeah.
As a player, he can carry you. If that dude were to get hot for, we're talking Final Four here, so 4 games, and that doesn't seem crazy at all. He's probably going to get 25, 30 in tournament games, and he can carry a team to a national title. He's by far the best scorer in the country, one of the best scorers I've seen at this level in quite some time.
Yeah. And Self last night, talking about how he thinks Flory's the best defender in the country, just was giving me instant flashbacks to Udoka as a senior, where something like Doka's always a decent, like pretty good defender, but something just clicked halfway through his senior year where he just became an animal defensively and was just so dominant. Okay, AB, are you in on a Final Four run? Like, are your hopes that high? And I also want to ask you, are we 100? Like, are we sure the DP stuff is behind us, or do we think we're, I feel like it's very possible we could see a situation on Saturday where he sits the second half.
Ryan, I tell you what, I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for him to play 20 minutes on Saturday because that Monday game is going to be a bear. And let's just keep his legs right for Monday. His mind, because we're not going to lose to Utah. I think we're 20-point favorites. Like, they're bad. They're worse than K-State bad on the analytical sites, which is hard to imagine. Truly, we can talk about them later and how awful their uniform choice was. But
God,
I think we're like tied for 8th or 9th on like best odds to make the Final Four right now.
I saw
we're certainly in the conversation.
I saw 9th on the odds list to win the national title.
Yeah. So
God.
Weren't
we 35 to 1 a few weeks ago?
Probably.
Yeah, I think I saw us at 40.
A few weeks ago, we said we're going to be on the bubble
on
this very podcast in these very same chairs.
But maybe I guess like devil's advocate for the Final Four stuff is, I think before the BYU game, you kind of talked about you need to see a little more, and I kind of agree. And as fans, we get our hopes up over very little things. Like I could talk myself into any of my teams doing special things before the season starts. So I guess you said that before BYU, and then we beat BYU at home, which we beat everyone at home. And then last night on the road, we haven't really beat that many good road teams. And it was still a great win, but Christian Anderson, maybe the best guard in the Big 12, one of the best guards, averaging 20 and 8, doesn't end up playing. So do we maybe need to see more?
I mean,
Like, would Arizona be the test? They've beaten Iowa State. That was at Allen.
I just don't know if we're going to play that game. This is me calling out myself. I don't know what would have to happen for me to check every box, because we can always come up with something that's going to be like, oh, well. But like once we get to March, like, well, maybe someone rolls an ankle the day before. Maybe, someone had to play 40 minutes, or maybe someone got in foul trouble with, the Devontae Graham and the Elite Eight kind of thing. Like, there's always going to be stuff that happens. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking the same thing. Like, we won a home game and we beat a team without their second best player, who's kind of stumbling a little bit right now. But I'm not taking anything away from that win last night. That was sick, and that's something that any of the last two teams we've seen would not have done, and it would have been a 20-point loss rather than a 3-point win after we, if they were in the same spot with 8 minutes left to go in the game.
That's what I was thinking about. Like, last year, was it Baylor? I think we played at Baylor and they were down their 2 best players, and we get out to the huge lead in the first half, and I'm pretty sure we got 30 balled in the second half to go from like up 10 to losing by 20. Could be wrong, but
no, this is ain't no seats.
But
that's my fault.
It was just nice. I wish I had a little drum set or whatever. It was just nice to take advantage of an opportunity that was given to you. Like, that was just something that last year's teams did not do.
Is this real?
What?
I looked up that Baylor game. It says we were up 40-21 at half and lost the second half 60-30. That actually happened.
Yes, I told you we got 30 balled in the second
half.
I
didn't know we were up by 20 at half.
It was insane. Jesus. And remember, that was
Holy
the game.
Shit.
Flory played like half the first half because of foul trouble, I think, with KJ or something. Flory played a bunch of minutes in the first half. We looked so good, and he played like nothing in the second half, and it led to just the biggest Twitter meltdown.
Layup after layup.
It was – I saw Michael Swain tweeted, like, on paper, best road win since 2020 at Baylor.
I was trying to think of that. Like, honestly,
the last 2 years, those teams didn't win shit on the road.
Yeah.
I guess it just shows you how
last
hard
2
it is.
years, the best road win was probably at Indiana. Remember that game when we were still like number 1 in the country or something?
Yeah, we recorded after that game. Look at us.
Yeah. But we still have not quite reached the level of going in and winning in Waco like that 2020 team with Doak. Like, that would be – I guess that would be like if this team – stays in the hunt for the Big 12 title and goes into Tucson and wins or something. Like, that's where it's crazy to see, or it just still feels like to me, and maybe I'm just scarred from the last 2 years, but it still feels like to me, I can't wrap my head around us going into Tucson and winning, or even like I'm struggling with Ames. But that's where it's like, you really want to be back. You really want to be a full-on vintage national title contender Bill Self team. You'd go win either in Ames or Tucson or something like that.
Sure, but you want to be a vintage Bill Self team. You win out other than those 2 games. You finish 14-4 in the league. That's a vintage Bill Self season, and that may not get us the conference title, but like 14-4 in this league is pretty damn good.
Oh yeah.
So, and it pisses me off that West Virginia loss is a thing, and even the UCF loss is a thing. They're kind of proven they get big wins at home, but like, good Lord.
8-1 if they win that Westfall game.
Yeah.
Halfway through Big 12 play.
It makes it easy to forget about TCU, which we should have lost 9 times out of 10. But like, we do that at Allen every year where we have a crazy comeback. So like,
but here's the thing: the way I look at it now is Texas Tech makes up for the West Virginia loss. Like, if you go through, if you start the season and you go through win, loss, like this would have been circled as a loss. West Virginia would have been circled as a win. But yeah, now to your point, AB, if we're really going to be good, you go win your home games. You lose only to Arizona and Iowa State. We don't play Houston on the road, right? They're at Allen Fieldhouse.
They're
right?
at home.
At Allen.
Oh God, I got PTSD from last year's Houston game. But
dude, we almost did that again last night.
Yeah. Wait, let's see.
Arizona biggest game in AFH since
Saturday.
I don't know.
Ryan's good at stuff like this. I can't really think. Yeah, obviously Saturday was big, but I felt like it
That was more
kind of
hype than like
the
matchup.
prospects.
But from an actual like team's perspective, obviously it's going to be, you go back to 2016 KUOU.
Baylor was pretty big in 2020, wasn't it?
We lost.
When they beat us. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a top 5 game, but we lost. Did the 20...
But we're saying going into the game, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was just a weird game. It was snowstorm.
Winter break.
Did 2022 have any just massive home games? I mean, we lost to Kentucky in game day, but I don't remember like the last time we've had like a pure top 5
Give me a minute.
legit. And not that we're going to be top 5, but we're
7.
Yeah, we should.
I'm sure one of the West Virginia games when like DT and Josh were there.
So like Baylor was 4th on Ken Palm in 2022 when we played them. We beat them by 100. So like I don't know if we count the result or the lead up to it.
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, I forgot about that. So there's probably just a lot of games that felt massive in the moment, and then we win by 15 or 20, and you just kind of forget that it was a massive game.
I remember beating Houston at home, UConn at home.
God, yeah, UConn.
Yeah, but like those
game was.
Those are tough because, and maybe this is just because we know how those teams turned out. It felt like those games were big because the opponent was good, not necessarily us.
Yeah, but I think at the time we beat UConn, we were a top 5 team.
Yeah.
Maybe number 1. Were we still number 1 back then?
Yeah. Did we win champions that year?
Yeah, we were.
Baylor's.
I don't remember when we lost our first game that year with.
Remember that year when I said that we weren't going to lose all of January and we lost like our next 2 games?
Texas was randomly 5th in the country when they came here in the 22-23 season, the year after the title.
Yeah, I mean,
with J. Will and all them, it was 5 versus 9. Man, this will be big because I guess what are we looking at polls wise if we do? Well, I guess we'll be ranked Monday morning. The rankings will come out Monday morning, but obviously if we take care of Utah, what will we be Monday morning? We'll be inside the top 10.
It's tough because like everyone above us in the rankings is still at like 2 or 3 losses. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of voters that only look at that and be like, well, we can't put the 5-loss team above the 3-loss Michigan State.
But I think based on the wins we have and just like how loud the wins have been, like they've been the most talked just because it's been kind of a quiet sports weekend. Like I feel like with DP, we're going to get some good voting in there. So I don't know. It'll be
we've never beat a number 1 ranked team in Allen.
No. 0 for 5, I think.
That's nuts. Pretty sure we lost to Missouri in Allen Fieldhouse when they were number 1. Or were we 2? This was like in the 90s, but
oh boy.
Surely they were probably number 1 at the end of the season too, right? Mizzou? They won a lot of championships out there.
I didn't get what you were doing there. So yeah, Nebraska? Do they play anybody good this week?
They got the week off, and they get Rutgers. I know Michigan State and Illinois play. I know Houston goes to BYU. Those are a couple that we can look at maybe if they lose, hopping.
We got to at least get to 10, right? I mean, we just beat a ranked team on the road, and then we should win Saturday. We obviously aren't going to move down in the polls.
Who's Iowa State got this week?
KU Baylor was 3 versus 4 in 2020. I don't know if you guys said that, but
man, yeah, Iowa State's going to probably win both this week. So I don't know. We may just be stuck where we're at.
2 top 8 matchups next week.
Well, and that's what sucks. Like, so what happens getting way ahead of ourselves here if we beat Arizona and then we lose on the road at Iowa State? Would we just stay where we're at? Like, or would we move up in the rankings for beating an undefeated team? I don't think we'd go down.
No, but I also don't know that it matters a whole lot.
Yep.
Only thing I'm worried about is Trilly Donovan tweeted out beginning of the season that his hot take is Kansas will be in the top 5 at least once this year. And he responded to that tweet today just with like a little gif of a guy smoking a cigarette, like, all right, they're on their way. But I don't know.
We'd have to win both next week, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we
Probably
win
get
both
there.
next week, we should
Number one.
jump a bunch of people.
If we're pretty much locked into what we expected in this 5-game stretch, by the way. Worst case, almost.
Oh yeah,
That feels
because we
good.
could even lose.
Beat Utah, lose both next week. I don't think we lose both next week because you guys know how I feel about Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah,
You
that
like
is a
it?
great feeling.
Nope, love it.
How about actually I do want to hear because I don't think I saw you guys tweet about it, but what were your guys' thoughts on the 2 challenges late?
They got both of them wrong.
It's just
How was it conclusive off Flory?
But not conclusive off.
I can't stand that we have replay and we have zoom in, and this whole like not conclusive stuff has just gotten out of control. What is the point? I get that would have sucked. That is a really lame way for Texas Tech to lose possession, because for the 100 years of basketball that's been played, that ball is always ruled to Texas Tech. But the cameras don't lie. Everyone in the world knows that ball went off that guy's fingertips, and I just can't stand that we waste time looking at these reviews, see the answer in front of us, and be like, not conclusive. What do you mean it's not conclusive? It hit his finger and went off the Texas Tech guy. That's why you're watching the video.
So it's like that's why our coaching staff somehow gets punished. You know, like they challenged a play or they saw something and they challenge it, and it's their job to go look at it in slow-mo and get it right. So like, why do they even implement it like that? I just wanted to read this tweet. It was about that play, and someone said, I'm happy the refs made the right call here. I hate super slow-mo replay. DP knocked it out of his hands. That's Texas Tech's ball. I don't care if frame by frame it grazed off Watt's finger a millisecond after. What?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, get rid of replay if you're going to be like, yeah, it is off him, but that's lame. Frame by frame, it's off him, but
we challenged it. And then now so we can't challenge anymore.
Or any timeout. We had no timeouts for 3 minutes left. Yeah.
It was
then how in the world, like if they're going to do that, how in the world are you going to come back and say and overturn a call and say conclusive off Flory?
I know. That's why I was
they got both wrong.
Yeah, but then
and
they turned it over
went
within
against
a
us.
second, didn't they? Like they couldn't even get the ball in bounds. Or
that was one of the biggest plays of the game.
Well,
because that leads to the
White's,
Peterson 3.
Yeah, directly.
Yeah.
And Trey White banked in like a
all-time bonehead plays. Like that turnover, the floater from the guy. We tweeted the video earlier. That's the worst shot in the history of basketball. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And it's just kind of crazy that like both of those happen within 5 minutes of each other for a top 15 team.
Speaking of bonehead plays, dude, Trey White, what was he doing twice?
I almost asked to investigate his accounts.
He threw that pass when they were trying to foul, and then he like handed it back to him for another game or chance to tie it late.
It was like neither team wanted to win at that point because the shot clock was off and we were dribbling for like 15 seconds and not really like swinging the ball around. Like there were chances for Tech to foul, and they just kind of like they kept like wanting to trap, but they weren't really trapping. Like nothing was really happening. The clock just kept ticking. I'm like, okay, this is sweet. Just let this keep happening. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, all right, here you go. You guys didn't foul, so let's just give you the ball right. It was one of the crazier things I've ever seen.
It was like honestly, because we went from down 3 to up 3 so fast that it was like he forgot we were in the mode of just trying to dribble the ball out, or maybe he's just addicted to trying to score in the final seconds on a big dunk like we've been joking, and so he was just going for that. But yeah, I mean, it gave like big Tyshawn Ohio State Final Four vibes where you've got the game won and you just throw a pass. But then, yeah, I mean, the one at the end of the game, I would have felt really bad for him if they make that shot because it just got swiped out of his hands. Like you'd like him to get that ball, but it wasn't a complete bonehead play like the other one.
Well, you know what I'd like to see more often is with like 3 seconds left, if you have the ball, just throw it as high as you can in the air and as far as you can down the court without it going out of bounds, because you don't want them to get the ball with like 0.5 left. But I mean,
He tries to throw a bounce pass.
just-
Oh, I lost
And-
it. If we would have lost. I mean, Darren's threes were huge, but if they would have ended up tying it and beating us in overtime, taking those moments away,
Yeah.
it would have
I've
been
always
like
said this-
coming back from 13 seconds and winning a crazy game, then blowing a 21-3 lead the next weekend. Sorry.
Yeah.
how sketchy is our bench, by the way?
What were they, like 305th in the country in point production?
Hey,
on the
Rosario
bench?
had a sick board though, boys.
Yep, sure did. I feel so bad. He
Me
needs
too.
a shot to fall. Holy heck.
Do you ever think he's gonna make it?
No.
It's so
but
mental at this point, dude.
And he doesn't either, and that's the problem.
Yep.
Good for him.
But he
firing.
launches, he chucks. I just
Maybe
hope it
one
doesn't
to go
ruin
in.
him. I hope it doesn't ruin him so much that he literally like transfers, because it's like I just need a change of scenery because I'm so mentally.
Well, I
messed
can
up.
tell you right now, in our text thread about a year from now, we're going to see that Cole Rosario scored 36 points for
Oh.
like
Gonzaga.
UNC. Yeah,
He screams Gonzaga, but I hope he's back.
Same.
Can we talk about? Can we talk about not to keep picking on Fran, but how about Fran last night? We have 2 fouls to give, and he has zero clue.
Alan,
like-
set up the press.
He's like fouling. Now they're going to shoot free throws, and McCaslin
Set up your pressure.
Yeah, they're going to shoot free throws, and they're going to pressure. And he's like, but no, wait, no, they have a foul to give, and he like figured it out, and he tried to play it off. It was like,
After they
man.
showed the graphic during the timeout. And Shambi talked about it. Shambi
Yes.
mentioned it.
Oh,
I know.
well, they're gonna foul a couple more times.
Yes.
I love Shambi.
Brandon's just not aware. And yeah, back to the challenges. He immediately said, "Yep, that's gonna be Tech's ball. That's off Flory." Of course, you think that. You didn't even see a good view of it. I do like Shiambi.
I know. It's
My
why it
God.
sucks that he gets paired with Fran, because now I like
McCullough.
associate Shiambi with Fran, and I like him. So, and yeah, Vincent, calling him Vincent was
It's
Just-
cancel. I can't get over Goodman, dude. That's all I thought about all week. Darren Peterson
Peterson
Jr.
And not just once, like he fired it 8 tweets in a row, just so confident this guy's name was Darren Peterson Jr. I love these guys. Goodman especially. He's just
I
such a
honestly,
character.
I was trying to really pay attention to Fran last night, and I thought he was doing a great job. Like I thought he wasn't as miserable as he had been. And then
Yeah, and I didn't think
Unaware.
yesterday he was, and I think part of it was because it was a road game, but like I didn't think he was overly obsessed with the officiating like he has been in the past, but he definitely just, I don't know. It's like I said, we have Fran fatigue. We're probably a little harsh on him at times, but the guy's been calling pretty much every big game we've played for 20 years going on, like close to 20 years. It's outrageous.
Crazy.
So I didn't think he was that bad last night. I just thought it was funny. Like the Vincent thing was hilarious. And then the not having any clue. What made the foul thing so funny was he was so confidently talking about what Texas Tech was going to do once we fouled and they shot free throws without knowing that that's not what was happening. Like there were still 2 plays that had to happen.
On the foul talk, are you guys still team foul up 3 with the continuation rule now?
I was very much team foul up 3 last night.
I was
did
too at
not
first,
want-
then I kind of forgot about the continuation stuff, and it's
That
scary.
could change
They're probably
things.
never going to give it to him on that kind of shot, but like it's a scary thought. Makes you think a little bit.
I mean, K-State. No, wait. No, K-State just lost because they fouled a guy on a 3 at the end of the game, right? You know what? You said the thing about
No,
AB.
they just lost by 40 points at home following a 25-point loss at home the week before.
But hey, he's not disappointed. Not disappointed in his team.
No, because he knows what they're going through and we don't. Well, I know what you're going through is you're getting your fucking ass beat consistently.
Yeah, bleep that.
How about Flory saying DP's a bad motherfucker?
I loved it.
Excuse my
great.
language.
I love that DP did a post game. Like I was like, whoa, he's doing an interview. He never does an interview. So
Did you see they asked him if he heard the chant?
Yeah, and he said he
and
did.
with this, honestly, credit to him because he showed no emotions at all. Like I would have thought DP might go crazy and show some emotion because obviously some frustrations have been building up with the minute stuff. Like who knows what actually is going on? But I thought he might go a little crazy after. You guys think the chant had anything to do with him playing 35 minutes?
I don't know. That's why I'm just so torn on it. That's where I still stand by my take is he's felt something and he comes out and it's overly cautious and maybe he just didn't feel anything last night. Or yes, to your point, B-turn, maybe the chant, maybe he felt a little thing in the hamstring or whatever and was like, whatever. They call me soft. Like I'm going to go out and finish this game. But
Called him a P word.
to be honest, I'd be a little disappointed if that's the thing that motivated Darren Peterson, not the fact that like we're paying him whatever millions we're paying him. And
can I say one thing? If the cramps do come back, and that really is what it, can we at least try to look like we're trying to get rid of him on the sideline? Like
yes,
that's all I'm going to ask. Maybe I've been a little harsh, but like this doesn't seem like it's too much to ask to get on a stationary. The dude had the shits last night for tech, and he was riding a stationary bike. Can we get on a bike? Can we get a massage from the trainer? Can we jog a little bit in the tunnel? It just looks bad when he's sitting there with a blanket over him on his legs.
Yeah,
like
it's like
when you have cramps, are you trying to do something on the sideline to get rid of them?
It's like he. And again, I don't want to turn this into a negative, but it's like it has looked like in the past that he gets the cramps and he just shuts it down there. And there's like once he gets them, he's done. Unless we're down by 3 with 5 seconds left and we have the ball.
Yeah,
so I do wonder how much the blowout had to do with it on Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
I know they started coming back, and our offense started looking like shit. So I guess he could have came in really late, which he did do against TCU. But I wonder how much the blowout had to do with it.
Like what you said, B-Turn, about how he shows no emotions. Like he didn't show emotions when he made the shots. I've said all year, I'd maybe be able to feel a little better about the whole cramping thing if he'd go punch a chair or like slap a towel on the ground in frustration that he's having to pull himself out of a close game. Like that's what I've wanted to see. But I think he's just a very, he doesn't show emotions. I think it's very possible he's frustrated and is angry and wants to show it, but just is the type of person that doesn't show his emotions at all. So I don't know. I'm still torn on it.
Which I think is way more of a positive than a negative for the record.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think an overly emotional player is going to have the nuts to make those 2 shots last night at the end after starting 5 of 12, 3 of 12, whatever he was.
Yeah.
So,
AB, can we get a meal by meal breakdown of your day?
Of my day? Yeah, I'll start with last night because I do have something to say. Something. So there's a long-standing thing that a certain food is only allowed to be eaten one day a year.
Oh my God.
And I say, get out of my face.
If you had a turkey,
no,
you
better.
Didn't know.
We had a pork tenderloin with scalloped potatoes and some stovetop stuffing last night, baby. Fire me up. That needs to be had way more than the last Thursday of November every year. I mean, that stuff, it's cheap, it's efficient, and it tastes good. And it's easy. I mean, you just pour it into boiling water and let it sit for 5 minutes, and voila, you got stuffing there at your side. So I had some leftover that for lunch today. And then for dinner, I got home, made Lady and I some beef and broccoli. Just great. It was good. Yeah, it was good. So
that's healthy. Good job.
Sure. Yeah. I feel like I ate all right today. Banana for breakfast and yeah. So
yep.
That's all you ate today?
A banana left over from last night and then beef and broccoli. That's 3 square meals, baby.
How'd you come up with the idea to get stuffing? Like, are you at the grocery store and it just catches your eye as you're walking down an aisle?
So 2 weeks ago, yes, that's what happened. This time, we just like the stuffing, so we had it again.
Oh, we've run stuffing
twice. Yeah, yep.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's great. There's a new item that I'd like to recommend for people. Freddy's. Heard of it?
Oh yeah.
Topeka
has 2.
Their grilled cheeseburger. Molly had some late night cravings the other night. Didn't know it sounded good, and all of a sudden that sounded good. She said, "I have to have this." I went and got it. There's like a tang, like tomato spread on it that just and you get a side of cheese and you just dippy whippy and you bite and it's just great. So I'd recommend that to anyone and everyone.
Grilled cheese.
John F. I'll fight you on the Freddy's fries thing. I don't know if I like Freddy's fries.
No, I'm with John F on this. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say, B. You're going to say they're a little small. They're hard to eat. I get it. They're not the most appealing.
Look at these, dude. How am I supposed to eat shoestrings one at a time with these?
But they're good. They're good fries. The fry sauce.
You're trying to dip them in the fry sauce with your big ass fingers. With your pinky.
It's almost a fork and knife side, which is my biggest issue with it.
Coffee says they're overrated too.
Thank you.
I've seen this takes. People used to say the same thing about Steak and Shake. Used to fire me up. I mean, Steak and Shake's fries were fine. Like, they were great. People used to complain they were too small. Oh, I'm sorry, Coffee. Your fingers get a little dirty. That's what you got to do. That's what you get with a good fry.
My fingers hurt.
There's more licks to the fingers with Freddy's in the sauce every time you have it. Now, if you're raw dogging them, they're no messier than any other.
How good is Five Guys, man?
I don't go there.
Yeah, my problem is that you got to spend $38 to just fill yourself up. It's crazy how much that.
Wow.
Taste wise, delicious, but I just.
I mean, are we all in agreement? Like McDonald's #1 fry by far.
When they're soft and hot.
I'll throw one out there. Taco Bell.
Oh, God.
Wait, AB, I was going to bring this up.
Look at his face. He's so serious.
Topeka Taco Bell. So like today when I got us dinner from Taco Bell, and they gave me a midnight Baja Blast.
Sure.
I don't ever eat Taco Bell. Didn't know what to get. The nacho fries looked pretty good when I was on the app. I get nacho fries. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
They don't give me the nacho cheese.
Sure.
No cheese with the fries. Just tonight. That happened. I get 2 crunchy tacos and a nacho fry.
Tonight?
Yes, they forgot my
midnight
cheese.
Baja. Lady.
They gave me a midnight Baja and they forget my cheese on my fries.
We gotta screen record that part. Midnight
Baja.
Man.
Lady, where's my cheese?
Lady, you're scaring us.
Lady, I need the cheese.
Yeah.
The cheese is crucial with those.
It's
really
quite literally in the name of the fry. That's like ordering queso at a Mexican restaurant and they just giving you a bag of chips.
Or like ordering queso at a Chili's and they bring you out a salad. It's crazy.
Actually, can we actually get this Taco Bell shut down for good?
We should all call them, ask them what's going on. How's life?
Because even while they struggle, they don't get anything right. People will sit in that line for years to wait for their messed up order. And that's
because with Taco Bell, everything's the same. They just show it off differently, more or less.
Does this mean next episode Rye is trying to Baja Blast? Like, are you going to keep trying to go to Taco Bell every night that we do an episode?
I mean, I don't know. Or do I wait? Do I wait till DP plays another full game? Maybe it's a tradition. I drink a ton of Baja Blast because he keeps playing. Yeah, shout out Taco Villa, by the way, for any of our Topeka people. Go. Let's see. In Topeka, it's faster to go to Taco Bell on 6th Street in Lawrence and drive home than go to the one here in town. Yeah, literally, let's go Cards. That's right. It's crazy.
I've got a fry take. The best fry in the market is gone. And no one's going to... This might get more heat than me saying Taco Bell's got the best fries. Here's the thing. Everyone loves Sonic Tots. Sonic's OG French fries were so good. It is not even funny. And then they just got rid of them for the groovy fries. And it's just like, what are we doing?
I don't think Sonic had ever had good fries. I got a
Come on,
hardcore
dude. Look it up.
timeout.
Look it up.
No,
I
I mean,
look them up.
What do you mean look them up?
I know it. I mean, I always opted for the tots.
What is looking
That's
them
my
up?
thing is no one knows of them, and no one knows what they were missing. To be honest, though, you know what they kind of look like? They kind of look like Freddy's fries. They're pretty small.
Sonic had Freddy's fries?
They were a little bit bigger. They were a little bit
When?
bigger. I don't know. Within the last
Look
few
them up. What does looking them up do? Can you
Show
taste
you
them?
that they were real?
I mean, I
not the
remember.
crinkle cut, not the crinkle cut, but like the little stiff
Okay.
straighties.
I mean, they weren't horrible, but still, I would go tots over them.
Yes.
I agree. The groovy fries, that's just pure marketing.
Damn.
There's nothing special about the groovy fries.
I didn't know AB could have so many bad food takes in
But
one
just-
night. Taco Bell.
That's
fries.
fine. You guys come for the takes. I'm going to give you my honest opinions. Tell you the God's honest truth about how my buds work.
What'd you eat today, B-Turn?
Chipotle, Smoothie King.
Mm. What kind of smoothie? Let's hear you.
I get the strawberry Hulk.
Hmm.
That's what I'm turning into. I still need to eat right now. I'm probably gonna go eat a steak
Get you a
upstairs.
Baja.
My God, you bulking up, brother? Chipotle smoothie, Hulk smoothie, and some just steak.
Protein.
Maybe
Yeah.
some Taco Bell. How good's the midnight on a scale of 1 to 10?
He's still drinking.
Yeah, but there's no shot I could take this whole thing down. I mean, there's AB. You're gonna call me some, but like a lot of
No.
sugar is clearly.
No, I'm
in
not.
here.
No, I feel that way about a lot of things, like coffee. I see some coffee orders people have. I'm like, how do you drink 20 ounces of that? It's just like
Yeah.
give it to me black with maybe a couple sweeteners, and that's it.
I don't know what it reminds me of. Like a drink that in high school you would have thrown a little vodka in, and
Yeah, it looks like a
mixed
moose
it up.
bowl. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It does taste like a just wildly sugary drink you would drink at a bar.
Speaking of wildly
Connor-
sugary things, Connor, great point. We're just like
Yeah.
a month away, baby.
Oh,
I was gonna say AB is ready.
I'll study that
Connor,
thing front and back.
because I've never even seen Connor in the chat before, but that guy, he comes
He
back
knows.
every week. He's
Ball
ready
knower.
for Big 12 concession menu. Like that's an OG listener right there. So
I hope
shout
we
out
get
Connor.
some. I hope we get some like mixing up on that thing. I feel like half the teams ran back what they've had since they started doing that. But
Hopefully
need
K-State.
we need some stuff to talk about.
Wabash dog, man. What an
Get
abomination.
AB a few of those.
Heavens.
Why don't we set up like a camera or like a booth for AB where he just tries shit all day?
All day. He just live streams.
Well, yeah, or just he does a review of all the food on the
wouldn't
menu.
hate that. I wouldn't
Dude, this-
hate. Oh, that would be
it's
good, actually.
Probably prisoner of the moment stuff, but this is going to be like the best Big 12 tournament ever.
I know.
I mean, dude, it is fucking loaded.
And
Houston, Iowa State, Arizona, Kansas.
And it's not that deep, so we'll almost certainly get all the good teams in like the quarterfinals.
well, and I don't want to jinx it, but like, are we looking pretty good to not play on Tuesday at least, or Wednesday? I mean, Wednesday, I guess, is still tough. You got to be top 4 to avoid Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta remember that.
Let's pull it up.
Yeah.
West Ball
Hey.
game is going to fuck us.
mean,
My God, it's going to be incredible.
After West Vaugh, everyone's got 3 or more losses than us. West Vaugh's got 2 more losses than us. So, like, I don't know. Stay in the fight. We'll be all right. Feels like a 3 seed in Kansas City. And Iowa State KU in the semis is going to break records for ticket sales and beers purchased at the old Power and Light.
What do you think would be worst case scenario our record in Big 12 play to finish the year? 7-2 now. What are the most losses you think we could have worst case?
6. Lose out on the road. Is that how many road games we've left?
Arizona
Iowa State, Arizona State, Oklahoma State. Is that it?
That Oklahoma State game could actually be tough.
Yeah, I mean, you
When
I wish, man. I saw him the other night on Fox and got so pumped.
who is their coach?
Oh, it's
Travis
some guy.
Ford?
No, from some small school.
Doug Gottlieb. Did you see him bitching about Kim Palm today? Makes me want to fight him.
Mm-mm. Remember when K-State fans wanted to hire him like a decade ago?
They might hire him this year.
Dude.
Are they going to fire Tang? I know the buyout's crazy, but like, what do you do, man? They're an embarrassment.
I'm
Steve
telling
White
you, they are
came
they
from
are
Western Kentucky.
They are searching for anything they can find to fire him with cause. Like, that man better be on his best behavior because there is some attorney in the background looking through every little thing he's doing to be like, yeah, we can fire him for cause. So I don't even know if that's how that works, but I think so. Utah is 116 in Ken Palm. My God.
Let's lose.
Sure should.
Can you imagine?
No.
What's the
Arizona
spread?
State.
What's the spread going to be?
20.
I don't know. Ken Palm has his night winning by 19.
Wait, you get the scores on there?
Got to
Or
pay.
are you
for
just going off
premium.
net?
Got to
How
pay
much
for
is that?
premium, big dog. I don't even know. What is it, AB? It's
15 or
cheap for a
20
whole
month
year.
or a year, yeah.
Yeah. For as much as we
But-
reference Kim
but
Palm,
like-
Yeah,
being
we're a plus 28.
Torvik will get you for
And they're a
free,
plus
they do
4.
similar things.
yeah. So
We might as well not even play DP Saturday.
I've
He's going to
mentioned it, dude.
mysteriously roll an ankle
no,
this week.
just keep him going. Just don't even let
It
him
does
get out
set
of
a
the
bad
rhythm.
precedent.
Yes.
Just
as if
major
we
minutes in the
haven't already.
first half. We're going to lose.
Nah, we're gonna win, but I am worried about a back-to-back loss to Arizona and Iowa State, which wouldn't be the end of the world. It would feel like the end of the world, but it wouldn't.
That's true, Cole. Shouts to Bart. Bart and Ken are our boys.
Oh, God, how can you be lower than K-State?
Is
And
that
Ken
K-State's only win?
Mm-hmm. And
I
Tang
mean, they're
literally waboshed in the crowd after beating the 116th best team.
Jesus, Utah's 234th defense. Yup.
Or
Yeah,
100.
I want DP to play because he should go score 40.
Sure.
We're up
But
to
we
8,
know
by
that
the
ain't
way.
happening.
And I wanted to throw something out to you guys, and then we got to end this up. We got to end this show. But is there any angle where if, like, let's say DP plays the rest of the year, he's playing 35 minutes a game, completely averages 25 a night, is he completely for sure out of the running for National Player of the Year? Because I saw that he's like
It's not worth
top,
it.
like has top 15 odds now. I'm sure that's just partly because they're hoping people will be dumb and bet on him. But I don't know. It just made me think, like, if he goes on some crazy run where we win the Big 12 or something and he's averaging 20 plus a game in that stretch, like, is he completely out of the Player of the Year talks? Probably, but
I think it'll be hard to pass Boozer.
9 games left in the regular season. All right.
yeah, and that's true. Boozer, I forget. Boozer's so locked in. So yeah, never mind.
Like minus 1,000.
Number 1 pick in the draft, Boozer.
Unbelievable.
I have a question because I've been thinking about it. Because you tweeted, I forget when it was, but you asked if DP was going to score 40 in a game this year. Where are we at with that? You would think, but with the
Monday.
minutes stuff.
I'm kind of serious.
No, I just don't think. I don't know. Maybe, I guess, yeah. If that's where I'm still not convinced we're going to see him play full games yet. I mean, I hope so, but
Senior night. Yeah, what if he just 40 balls K-State?
Mm.
That'd be hot.
Oh, I hope Melvin does something crazy against them.
it is very funny that we beat them by 24 or whatever on the road and didn't even need DP to do it. Like, they went to that game and didn't even get to watch him play. Like, that was the most entertaining player to walk through their gym this year. All right.
One last thing, real quick. This doesn't have to be any follow-up to this. I just want to make a note that we saw the funniest picture in the history of the world this weekend, and it was
at the K-State.
It was the YouTube recap of Iowa State K-State. Oh Lord,
dude, let me pull it up.
Was that the?
It was
it
with
the
Haas
Johnson
for
kid?
K-State. Yeah,
Yeah.
big boy, my big.
I mean,
boy,
it
Dylan on the roof.
looks
It's
like
You could
straight
see
out
his-
of a rec league.
Yeah, I was
game.
gonna say it looks like me at GABL.
Where did I send this? Did I send this in our group or?
You might
I
have
think
sent
I
it to
found it
yesterday.
earlier.
God damn it!
But,
Now it's
Hey,
gonna take
don't
me
say-
forever to find.
mm-hmm.
Wow. Well,
There it
can't
is.
find it. Oh, it's.
What are they doing
funny.
with those jerseys, dude? Honestly.
You got to hang those jerseys up at this point in the year. Like,
Yeah.
you're this bad. I mean, it's just so funny, dude. It looks like a rec league matchup.
Can you imagine having the season you're having, and then you wake up a game you don't want to play, and then you get to your locker and you see those uniforms hanging? You're like, fuck me.
Yeah, it's rough. It is so funny though. Like, K-State fans love those uniforms too, and like they always get dragged by people, and I get their like throwbacks. Throwbacks are meant to kind of be different, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to stick to your traditional home whites when you're this bad at basketball. You can't wear lavender on dark purple.
All lavender is just fine to me. One other note about throwing back to throwback jerseys. Last night's were perfect. Holy heavens. Those need to be staples.
Those are beautiful.
So good, man.
Man.
We've
What are we
got
gonna wear against Arizona?
Black.
I want the like those circus font ones we wore a few years ago with like the wheat on the side of the shorts. Those were so good. I'd love to see those. They were like not fully, were they kind of cream color? Were they white? I don't know. Can't remember.
The Wiggins creams.
When's the last time we wore crimson?
I think that's a senior night tradition now. I think we'll do that for K-State. Maybe they'll wear their lavenders.
I have one last thought. Gary thought. We could sneakily not record for a while.
No.
We're not
we
losing.
got a snooze fest Saturday. We got the best team in the country Monday, and then we're at Ames Saturday. We notoriously will probably just avoid it if we lose.
No. We're committed. We're committed. This team's good.
So we're on here for Selection Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see you then. We have a generational talent. Like, that's part of what has me all fired up to go again is like, you don't get many times to just hop on a microphone and talk about a guy like Darren Peterson.
Easy to be lazy when Hunter Dickinson's your best player.
Yeah. And just watching the same thing over. Like, literally all we would do last year when we would record is me and AB would yell at each other about whether or not Dickinson was the problem. And not that you said that Dickinson was the problem, but you just meant like it didn't work with KJ and Dewan. Like, we just did it for 2 years straight. It was exhausting.
I like how you that argument is so ingrained in our heads that you had to like tell me.
I knew you were going to come back.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but I love that you did that because it just like it really is all that we talked about last 2 seasons.
Because it was just helpless. Or it was like talking ourselves into AJ Store figuring it out and being good. Like, hey, what if he has a Remy type March? You never know.
And he went off in that Big 12 tournament game.
Well, that's one thing that we'll never not do with any team is not claim that there's not a path. Wait, that didn't make any sense. We're always going to claim there's a path, no matter how bad we were. We thought we were winning the Big 12 tournament last year.
We'd had to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'd had to win 5 games.
Yeah, but I think we all said there was a path. And then we won by like a point against the 11 seed or whatever. We went
to overtime, didn't we?
Yeah.
UCF.
Yeah. And we're like, well, you beat Arizona, and then you get to play in the quarters.
Anything happens. Oh, God. I'm so ready.
I can't wait to start talking brackets. Yeah.
Yes.
And who we don't want to play, who we want to play. God, I still will never forget.
Reynolds on. We're getting
the 23 tournament.
We're getting Super Celtic on.
Yeah.
Our 23 tournament takes were insane. About
We know
the
ball,
teams,
man.
the teams we didn't want to play. That was boom, 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 boom.
We are
UConn, no. Arkansas, no.
we had the number 3 team in Ken Palm was our 4 seed. Outrageous. Or were they 4th in Ken Palm going into that? It was something absurd. I think we had 4 top 10 teams in our.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Shout out to the Texas Tech guard last night who had a 5-foot floater and didn't get halfway to the rim.
Greatest shot I've ever seen.
Dude.
How did you miss that live, Rye?
I don't know.
Like
I think I thought it got like deflected.
It must, but it didn't. That's what's crazy. Is I've seen the replay 100 times. I still am wondering. There's no way we didn't get a piece of that, or like Flory blocked it. Maybe I don't know.
If someone can find that with the announcers, like commentating it, please send it to me because Brand was so confused.
It's like 7 minutes.
That might have been the start of their downfall when they just stopped scoring.
Well, Braden, all you got to do is wait like 15 years and then send out a random tweet on the morning of game day and say, "There's a shot that lives in my head and I can't find video of it." That's insane. A, that you remember it that clearly, and B, that account just happened. You might have autism. We all do.
Yeah.
A Brady Morningstar 3 followed by.
I don't know, but like I don't know. There's just those moments.
It was a certain crowd pop.
It was like, and I think it's because CBS. Am I right when I say CBS like pumps the crowd in louder than ESPN does?
It feels that way sometimes, but last night it felt like the crowd was being pumped in pretty big time. I've noticed that all year, really, where it's almost like if I turn it up loud enough to hear the announcers clearly, it's like way too loud with the fans and stuff. And it's kind of a little bit frustrating because honestly, last night I heard a few things Fran and John were saying, but I mean, it was almost just kind of moot. Also, might have been me screaming the whole time too. But
Tech's legit. They're a good home court.
Cole's in the chat. I don't know if he said this in the chat tonight, but he threw me a take yesterday. This could be our 6th last thing. But he said that at Tech's the hardest game in the conference. I don't know if I disagree with him. Outside of Allen.
Well, what about? I mean, at Houston feels. I mean, we haven't really had to do that much, but haven't we gotten beat by double digits both games? But I would agree,
Those teams are just not the ones.
He's a pussy. Could you believe they were chanting that when you first heard it? Like, did you not hesitate and be like, "Wait, what are they saying?"
I felt like you were more shocked.
I knew that's what they were saying, but I was like, "Am I hearing shit?"
I just felt like it was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, I get it. They're college kids, and he's had a reputation, but it was pretty aggressive, I guess. You don't hear that.
I've never heard that.
That really? Clearly too.
What's the craziest chant you think you've ever heard?
I mean, didn't Maryland just chant "FUJJ" for like the entire game?
Well, we chanted "Fuck Dan Hurley," but the whole country thinks that, and the whole country thought that with JJ,
and the whole country feels that way about DP.
Yeah,
I mean, I hate to say it, but it's kind of the truth. Before last night,
well,
at least.
Here's the thing: even though we battled him having to sit out the second half, everyone in the country would die to have Darren Peterson on their team. So, why did Don Reddy say I can't count to 2? I don't know.
Autism?
Maybe. All right, boys.
Well,
this was fun.
Baja next episode. One last thing.
DP plays the whole game Saturday. I'll go fire up.
If we beat the number 1 team in the country on Monday, I'll have 2 Baja Blasts and compare them.
It would be so funny if I just got wildly addicted to Baja Blast. Like it just was down all of my life.
All the weight you lost is just pounded back on Baja.
Just straight.
Taco Bell sponsor. We're hyping up their fries.
We're
their amazing service.
We're gonna have to cut out inventories. Yeah. I didn't think the midnight would count, John F. I knew it wouldn't count. I just felt like I had to tell
Ryan can't count.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, chat. This was fun. Hey, we're going to be back at some point. That's a promise.
Whether it's next week or Selection Sunday.
That's right.
You'll see.
All right.
Celtic.
Rock shot.